Huh? Just might want to turn it down just a little bit, because also what I don't want the audio to necessarily pick up, and if I save the live, then they flag it, because they be doing crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that like a little. That's cool right there. Peace to the family, y'all. Oh man, peace. What's good with you, family? Peace. Welcome back, y'all. I ain't done live in a minute. There's a lot going on, so I wanted to take a second out and tap in. Peace, y'all. I'm here at the Royal Chamber. I just took a break. I discovered a new dish. I'm gonna share with y'all some of this information because I'm definitely excited about this one. I just prototyped a new dish, and this thing was exciting. Maybe that's not the best picture. Ooh. But yeah, I just cracked the code on fried oyster mushroom tacos. Yeah. Fried oyster mushroom tacos, y'all. It was amazing. And I got some more touches to put on top of this to really make it bubble and pop. You know what I'm saying? So all of my foodies, y'all, all of my vegan foodies out there, I'm really giving a shout out to y'all. I'm really putting an open call to y'all. All right, pull up on the Royal Chamber. Let's taste some food together. All right, all of my people who love food, all of the people that might be having issues with the transition, because, you know, people love saying how difficult it is to find vegan food that they like, or to find vegan food that, you know, fills them up. So many people are, you know, stuck to their norms. They're stuck to what they know, and that's understood. But I'm like, you know, we over here laying out some options. And, you know, not every day that we open up, we come up with something new for the menu. But I would say every strong, you know, we always coming up and finding something new that we know will work with you. You know what I mean? And, yeah, you know, bringing it to the information, bringing it to the family, and really just informing the public, letting them know what we have to offer over here at the Royal Chamber. You know what I'm saying? So let me put this up here. We will be open back up tomorrow at 5 p.m. All right, for our Strong End edition, 49 Bennett Street. All right. And even if y'all want to pull up tonight, we'll still be here till about midnight. You feel me? We still have all of the good food on deck. We got the vegan wine in the building. You know? Oh, thank you. We got the infused drinks. Beautiful High Heels just brought me one of these infused drinks. Which one is this?
That is the Blue Pill Mojito.
Okay.
You already know.
All right. This is the Blue Pill Mojito. You dig? Yeah. The Blue Pill Mojito is on deck. So look, y'all, we got this real dope infused, you know, drink menu. You know what I'm saying? And the Blue Pill Mojito is blueberries, mint leaves, lime juice, seltzer water, and simple syrup. And it's infused with Delta 8. You know what I'm saying? This right here, the Blue Pill Mojito. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So when you pull up, y'all, you get greeted with your good, you know, you get greeted with that good mint water with the good lime in it. You know what I'm saying? This is how you start your journey here at the Royal Chamber. You come in and you get treated like royalty. You get your mint water with your lime in it, and that's how you start your night off. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, you can find the link in the bio. You can RSVP. You know, book it out. Make it a date night. Bring your lady through. Get treated like royalty. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be introducing this new item to the menu starting tomorrow. This is going to be the oyster mushroom tacos. You feel me? And oh man, tastes amazing, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm really proud of that one. That joint is slapping. But yeah, we got the Delta 8 infused drinks. We also got the Delta 8 infused hookah, right? We got the Delta 8 infused hookah. All right, we got that good Delta 8 infused. We got Delta 8 infused drinks, right? We have a vegan menu. And we got Delta 8 cigars. Right? We got the pre-rolls. I'm willing to see what you got with the jackfruit sliders. I'm not supposed to be selling jackfruit or dealing with it. I'm being truthful to you. There's too much controversy around, you know, the hybridized nature of it. So, you know, at the moment the jury is out, but I'm willing to see what you're working with. If you're willing to pull up, I'll be here till at least midnight. Feel me? Bring that jackfruit slider through. Let's see what we talking about. But them oyster mushroom tacos is going to be a problem. You feel me? Them joints are slapping. And I be running around looking for tacos that I like. There was a store here in Buckhead. They used to do cauliflower tacos, beer batch cauliflower tacos, and I liked it them. You know what I'm saying? But I think that I'm gonna modify, you know, the recipe and do my own thing. You feel me? I'm definitely gonna tackle that cauliflower, but these oyster mushrooms, yeah. Joints is it's banging. Joints is good, and it's I got just the right batter, right? Utilizing almond flour, and it just tastes amazing. Feel me? So come down and check out what we have to offer y'all. These infused mojitos is the truth. I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling it. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I look forward to seeing the family. We'll be open this entire strong in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday is when we do take off, and then we'll be back at it on Tuesday with a modified schedule from like 5 to 1. You know what I'm saying? We'll do about 5 to 1. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you pull up and get some of this amazing food that we have to offer, some of these amazing drinks. The vegan wine is amazing. It's off the charts. And people's like, what you mean by vegan wines? It means that it's organic, there's no sulfides in it, and no harmful chemicals, and it was pressed and processed as possibly clean as can be. You feel me? It don't got the junk in it. So, if you never had none of the vegan wine, you might want to check it out. You know what I'm saying? You might want to check some of these infused drinks out as well. Right? Because Delta 8 hit different. Feel me? A Delta hit different. And, and again, with the food, we have a very complete menu, but we're always willing to entertain other options. So if people think that they have a dish that could be incorporated into a social lounge setting, and it translates almost to like finger food, something that you can make relatively quick and it's not that messy. And, it's finger food. People can eat it on the go. If you think that you have a dish like that we can incorporate, I'm willing to see what you got. You know what I'm saying? You can DM me, hit me up, and, we'll have you pull up and see what you're working with. All right? And I look forward to that. There's a few people who have been able to be expansive with us over here and bring things that they have to the table, and we've been able to incorporate it. Case in point, the company that's responsible, for our infused drink menu, okay? These are melanated entrepreneurs who have a proprietary blend of Delta 8 that's dissolvable 100%, in the drink. And that particular proprietary technology, we could call it, we carry that exclusively here. So every day, EVDY, every day, right? This company is responsible, okay, for supplying us as vendors with our Delta 8 proprietary technology that makes the infusion process so easy in so many things. So we can infuse the drinks, we can infuse the food, right? And again, we already have, as I showed you earlier, we got the Delta 8 hookah, okay? And I also got what are these joints? Like Delta 8 cigars. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to get into the whole cigar thing, you wanted to kick back and chillax, you feel me? You can do so in style without all of those harmful chemicals and toxins going through your body. But what I'm learning about this journey, and it's a wake-up call, you feel me? And you got to be cool with it because, there's no promises in life. So whatever life is teaching you and showing you, you got to show up to learn. And what I'm learning, especially about my people, is that they prefer the toxins, right? They have a preference for toxicity that even if you give them the clean glass, they still gonna go to gravitate towards the dirty glass. That's what I'm noticing. That's what they telling me. Nigga, we want a drink. We want alcohol. We want meat. Feel me? That's how it's being told to me. Even vegans. We're playing music at a certain frequency, and they like, nah, we want to get turned up. Where's the ratchetness at? And this is our folk. This is our folk that dress like us, to come amongst us, that even are presented and packaged as leadership, right? They, like I said, everybody kind of need a little bit of cut with their stuff. They don't want nothing that's just too clean. You know what I'm saying? And no judgment. You can't even be in a judgment zone. You just gotta accept things for what they are. And it's an education and a half for myself because I really get to see what time it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not only niggas. Niggas love the ratchet too. What's the solution? I don't know if there's a solution. You can only continue doing what you do. You can only continue providing the alternative. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the vegans drink and they get ratchet and that's okay. You know what I mean? You tried the papers, but you would rather have the woods. Absolutely, indeed. You got a light on you, Brother Lee? So, you know, the venue is 420 friendly, but we do have a lot of Delta 8 options. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. So, yeah, and people are naturally going to have a preference towards things that they are familiar with, right? And that's just basic human psychology. You always can offer an option. Don't think because people are not, optioning your options right away that your options are not optionable, right? The thing that you have to always utilize to turn the tide is consistency. So if you're consistently presenting a glass of clean water, right, you have to be persistent with that presentation, right? You can't put it in front of people and then the next day, you know what I mean, based on the sway of the audience, you're moving at the sway that the audience is moving. Now, even though that they tell you that the customer's always right, the customer don't always know what they want, nor is the customer 100% educated about the options. You feel me? So if you sign up for this life, you know what I mean, and you want to help turn the tide, if you want to present alternatives, if you want to be the presenter of the clean glass versus the dirty glass, if you do not have the discipline of consistency, right, to continuously show up. Now, all right, I'm showing up with alternative drinks, right, which are non-alcoholic for the people. And again, I say even people who are coming under the cloak of consciousness are saying, I want alcoholic beverages. And not only alcohol, they want hard liquor, right? I can't be in the judgment zone about that. I don't have anything to offer them, so I'm even willing to lose their business, right? Because I'm not gonna cater to the demands of the quote unquote customer at that particular time, because that's not what I offer. So if they're looking for something that I don't have, I can only send them down the road to where they get it. You know what I'm saying? Because all money's not good money, and I would never compromise my business model to acquiesce to say, yo, this is somewhere that you could come and drink hard liquor, because I don't serve hard liquor. I don't serve liquor at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take a lot of patience to be with our people, to explain to them that there is alternatives. You feel me? And what these alternatives not only are hitting for, but what are the benefits? You feel me? That's gonna take a lot of education. That's gonna take persistence. That's gonna take us being 10 toes down for a period of time until that tide turns. You feel me? If something is going this way for so long and you come and you put a pole in the middle of it, it's not automatically just gonna go that way. So this is something that we have committed ourselves to do. The venue will be open from 5 p.m. until about 1 in the morning, from Tuesdays to Sunday. You know what I mean? And again, it's an all vegan menu. It is non-alcoholic. We do have hookah service. We have Delta 8 hookahs as well. I just showed you earlier, you could come and get some Delta 8 cigars. It's 420 friendly, but we do have CBD and Delta 8 options. Yeah, and the music is very fluid. It, you know, sometimes it goes from something very high vibrational at 432 hertz, and then it goes to the trap. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow's Friday. We're gonna do Future Fridays for a section for a little bit of time. You know, yesterday was Nas' birthday. He got a little spin. We gave him a playlist. You know, we have what we consider what we call vegan wine, and it's vegan because it doesn't have sulfides in it. It's not created from too many, you know, chemical ingredients. The processes of this particular wine, they've done everything possible to make it, you know, as organic as possible. So we have that as an option as well, and it hits. You feel me? It hits. Just like these infused drinks, Delta 8 does something different to your endocannabinoid system where it's giving your dopamines what it's giving. Yeah, we got free soul in rotation. So, like I said, you come and you start off, you know, you got the lime with the mint in the water, you know, and that's where you get started at. You feel me? You could get drunk off that wine, plum wine. Yeah, the wine that we have, I would say, is similar to plum wine. Can you bring some of that wine? Yeah. And I said, you know, I just cranked this out tonight. So this is the oyster mushroom vegan tacos, and them joints is crazy. You feel me? I will stand on these vegan tacos, these oyster mushroom vegan tacos, and then I'm gonna transition them to po' boys once we get the spelt bread slapping. So I'm gonna be doing the po' boys. I'm gonna be doing the fried mushrooms and fries. It kind of play like chicken and fries, fried chicken wings. Because if you really know how to make oyster mushrooms, anybody will tell you, just like certain aspects, if you know how to batter and make cauliflower, it's giving chicken a run for its money. Now, I know that sounds crazy to meat eaters who have not experienced it yet. See, somebody just said they feel scared to eat mushrooms. It feels weird, kind of like flesh. There was a server in the back who said the same thing as you. She was very reluctant, and she had her hang-ups about mushrooms. And when she tasted this, can you call sis Renee? Yeah. I'm gonna let her tell it because she's very convincing. She wouldn't lie to y'all. You feel me? When she tried this fried oyster mushroom taco, she was like, oh, I can see myself doing this. She said not every day because she still has some mental hang-ups. That's her programming. But, you know, upon her meeting this, her taste buds, you know, making that introduction, she was like, oh, yeah, I like this. This is different. This is not what I expected. You feel me? And I think that's a lot about what's on this menu that people are not really suspecting it to taste a particular way. And if you don't do vegan, you already have your biases and your hang-ups. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to judge nobody, you know, and I like preparing fish. You know, I've eaten fish. You know, I told on myself I ate fish probably less than 6 months ago when I went to Louisiana. You damn Skippy, I did. Right? So certain fish I really do like. And I would like to probably prepare that, you know, if there's anything that we prepare in addition to what we are serving, it might be some fish, because I can season some fish and do some amazing things with it. You know what I mean? Again, no judgment. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge myself, so it's impossible for me to judge you. You know, people like what they like for the reasons that they like it. Now, it's incumbent upon me to share certain information, right? That's what we do in terms of disseminating information. So I would definitely speak to you about mercury. I would definitely speak to you about you know, anytime that you ingest fish, anytime that you ingest flesh, period, you know, make sure that you're getting it out of your body in under 72 hours because that's where the purification happens. And if you would, you know, if you're going to eat fish, if you're going to eat salmon, you should really be dealing with only wild-crafted, you know, salmon. And you have to be very careful about the salmon game right now because it has been compromised. So, you know, when I go to Mount Shasta and I'm near the river where salmon actually comes from, I'll eat salmon up in Mount Shasta. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where they pluck it out the river. That's where it's going upstream. You know? But yeah, this oyster mushroom tacos, woo! These gonna be the lick, I'm telling you. Cause I got almond flour tacos. Right? So the taco covers is almond flour. You feel me? And then I'm frying them in grapeseed oil. And then then we got almond cheese that we putting on top of it. Right? With the cilantro, the oyster mushrooms, and of course, you know, the tomatoes and the onions. And then I got the veganese mayonnaise and I'm cooking it, you know what I'm saying, on the backdrop to give it the ooh, and then we're gonna put hot sauce or ketchup on it. Better be good. It's gonna be beyond. We do great over here. We don't even do good. That's too basic. We don't even do good. Right? Good is too basic. Renee.
Yes.
Can you come here, please?
What a dooski.
I'm telling these people a story, and I don't want to come off like I'm lying, because they think, you know, they might think, oh, this nigga's just trying to sell something.
You on live?
I'm on live.
Oh.
So, I was telling them how you don't really jive with mushrooms too much.
At all.
You came right with the biases. You came with the shield and the armor right away.
I had like that fungi.
She wouldn't hear nothing I had to say. She was just prejudiced from the door. And I had to politely speak to her and get her to trust me enough to trust herself just to try, you know what I'm saying? I was like, look, she saw the whole process. So she trusted in the process enough when them golden brown things came up out of that grapeseed oil.
Yeah.
You was like, let me try one.
I'm not gonna lie. For somebody that is a chicken wing
And, yeah, aficionado.
it's good. It's good. And I even suggested, you know, give it like, sell it as like a wing dinner plate with
Yeah,
fries,
that's
homemade
okay. So
ranch
that's
on the
what,
side.
before I mentioned that, I wanted to give you your props. So
Yeah.
I was saying she came up with the amazing idea to incorporate it with the fries, with the homemade ranch. Because this is the mindset. Our people know, they like, let me get wings and fries. You know what I'm saying? But the wings is going to be oyster mushrooms or cauliflower wings with the fries. And
I heard of the cauliflower wings. I just never heard of the mushroom.
I'm gonna do cauliflower tomorrow. So, you know, we're going to be up in here shaking. Yeah, she's very beautiful. She's a beautiful personality, host, energy that's up in this venue, this building. Come and see her beauty in person. 49 Bennett Street, 2nd floor. All right? We're going to be here. We're going to have all the magic in the building this strong in. So Friday to Sunday, you know, we're gonna be bringing some amazing energy, some amazing food, some amazing music. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So make sure that you come and see her and bring your wallets. You know what I'm saying? Because after all of that good service that she put on you, you know what I mean? You're going to want to be like, well, God damn it.
Yeah. And plus you're going to love me because everybody loves pork chops. Everybody loves pork chops.
We got, you know, she got vegan pork chops, yeah. Impossible.
No, I really like pork chops. I ain't no vegan pork chop.
Come on, we're going to talk about it. We're going to chill, let's talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Look, let me tell you about something about life, right? And this is the beauty of life. You get to meet the people where they're at, right? And I'm in such a judgment-free zone that it's like, you got to understand, you know what I mean? That what they said yesterday, I think I put this post up. You know, Jesus said that the healed don't need healing. It's the sick who do. So, and I'm not saying that anything is sick about people who eat pork. I'm just saying that there's a lot of conversations that need to be had. And the best way to do that is, you know, in the presence of them, up close and personal, as opposed to being, you feel me, at a distance. So Matthew 9:13 said, "For I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners." You feel me?
Fire.
But sinners. And I strongly believe that even if I don't quote unquote believe in the Bible, right, which apparently the jury is out on that, you know, I'll revisit that question in a little while. But let me say this. I have a understanding of, when I read New Testament versus the Old Testament, that I distinctively know that when Yeshua came, whether that story is real or not, it was written by a man named Paul and put together in a way in which he was explaining that they came with a dietary law that was distinct, right? They came to change the dietary law as well, right? And the dietary law spoke specifically to not ingesting pig, right? So, you know, that's a whole conversation piece that we could get into at another time, right? I don't really want to touch on that too much, because the pig is an interesting animal, and there's a lot intertwined within the swine, and we would have to do a whole live about that. And I got to go and get my notes, because I'm working on some theories, right, pertaining to our relationship to that ham, to that curse of that ham, you know? But you got to be careful. You still in the South. Still in the South. There we go. Nah. She not she not throwing down on no chops in here. Right? So Jesus said it's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. You feel me? Yes, pigs can take and hold negative energy and intentions, right? That's why certain demons was cast into them, because they are the second next thing to the human body in terms of them being able to contain in their anatomy certain energy, it crystallize it, or become the containment unit of it. You cast a demon into them and then you slay them. You feel me? So this is, you know, there's a lot to learn about the pig, about swine. You know what I'm saying? And its relation or connection to human anatomy. You know, this is not an endorsement for the other white meat at all. I'm just saying that I have to remain judgment free at all times, y'all. You know? And close proximity to somebody who needs information. You know, I wouldn't even say help, because they be like, oh, do you need help if you don't know that you need it? Right? Do you need help if you don't know that you need it? I meet people who eat meat that are some amazing people. I meet people who eat vegetables who are terrible fucking people who have no character, no integrity, no morals, right? And they don't stand on anything. So, again, to make social distinctions about whether somebody's a good person or a bad person or reliable, whether they eat meat or not, that's a false premise. You know, again, the conversation about meat and the conversation about, when to eat meat, how to eat meat. To me, the conversation really is centered on the fact that we are engaging in purchasing and buying things from other people, right? Adversarial forces who are filthier than swine. So why would I trust those people to be the butchers who serve me meat when I know that any and everything that their hands touch is full of poison and full of worms and germs? So that would be my thing with meat. It's like, all right, y'all making meat? Are y'all practicing husbandry? As melanated people, are we dealing with our own butchering of animals? Are we providing it? You know what I'm saying? Do we own the manufacturing plants? Are we raising the animals with integrity? Because we always had a relationship with animals. You know what I'm saying? We always not only had a relationship with animals, we always herded cattle, right? But I'm like, the hamburger didn't come out of Africa, right? And we've been playing with cows for 10,000 years. But Africans didn't create the hamburger. That's a whole nother story. So it's certain things that we were used to doing in proximity to meat, and there's certain things that we didn't do in proximity to meat, right? But what I'm saying is no colonizer, no pilgrim, no devil should be responsible for administering our food, period. But definitely not meat, because everything that they seem to do is filthy, dirty, and ritualistic. I can't trust them killing 10,000 chickens simultaneously and not think that there's some sort of ceremony involved in that. And then they have no regards to how they preserve meat, right? And they put profit over people all the time. So I cannot trust my dietary selections with people who are going to put profit over people, because they're going to put chemicals, dyes, and who knows what. And then they red zone districts and bring meat to specific zip codes, and they bring bad meat in particular because they are still doing war with the people via your stomach. The German word God is the same word as gut, and it's the same word as gut, right? So if they're waging war against you, that war has to be waged through your stomach. They know this. Why don't we? This is common sense. You can't trust your enemy to feed you. And anybody who's adversarial to nature is your natural enemy. Right? Anybody who's adversarial to nature is your natural enemy. I cannot eat from the hands of my natural enemy. And the reason that I feel that what he initially bought was a dietary change of law, right? Case in point, they say that you are what you eat, right? They say that you are what you eat, right? As a man eateth, so is he. So hello, how are you? Yes. If you go to the end of that hall, right, you just curve around it, and it's going to take you straight into the women's room. As far as to the wall as you can go, and then bust a left. Thank you. Thank you. And this is our OG, the elder Azariah Bey, Azazel as he's also known. He just joined the realm of the ancestors the other day, right? Christianity means to be Christ-like. Okay? The first thing that you will want to do to emulate whoever you're emulating is you eat like that person eats, because you are what you eat. So if you want to be Christ-like, then you eat as Christ ate. And if Christ was an herbivore, what business do you have after church going in the basement eating pork? I'm just saying. You want to know why I never had a debate in Harlem? Because I would ask one or two questions and then everything would be, out of whack. So we can't even because there's nothing that I need to debate you about. I just need to ask you questions and you need to give me answers, and then we could talk from there. I don't do debates. You know what I'm saying? I don't do debates. There's nothing to debate. Nigga, I'm going to ask you a question that's going to motherfucking rattle your entire world. And then I'm going to step back and watch you discombobulate. I don't debate. I discombobulate. Just by asking questions, right? Just through litigation. If you know me, and if you see me have a problem with somebody, I'm just going to ask a question. And then we can't get past the question. So how could we ever engage in anything else? So I would ask any Christian, how are you Christ-like, but you don't eat like the Christ? And then there's nothing else to talk about. Because if you are a mineral minister, right, administering the same information that Christ brought, that he was attempting to remind Moses about Genesis 1:29, right, or the people of Moses, or the adherents of the Mosaic law, he said it's a dietary law involved. God put us in the garden and told us Genesis 1:29, herbs are for the healing of the nation. And the meat that you eat is supposed to be from the fruit, not flesh. And when we did eat meat, flesh-wise, it was for short amounts of time, and we always balanced it out with eating greens, vegetables, and specific greens that was rubbish that would help remove waste from our system and clean it out. Like we had the cilantro. We used the greens for that reason, which is collards and things of that nature, right? And our ancestors were so miraculous with their alchemy. And Dr. B dropped this on Black Magic not too long ago, that he was putting the cloves. Our ancestors put the cloves in the ham so they can clean out and purify the ham of any the brain parasites. Because cloves will do that for you. They're antibacterial, antifungal. Yes. Right? So, yes, the cilantro helps remove heavy metals. Feel me? So think about the Mexican, because, they engage in a lot of activity that we might, and a lot of stuff don't happen to them the same way that it happens to us as a people. They drink heavy as well, but they don't be, and you see them wobbling, right? You see them, they be plastered, but they show up to work on time, right? And them niggas is not deadbeat daddies that I know about. You always see them showing up for their children. They eat a lot of cilantro, and they drink a lot of hibiscus, right? So what the hibiscus does for them is the hibiscus helps balance out estrogen levels. You feel me? It helps balance out estrogen levels. So the hibiscus balancing out estrogen levels, they don't have a lot of too much. And I'm sure that I might not be seeing all the Mexicans. And if you go to Mexico, you're going to see a lot of Ricky Martin activity. But the men are like men. You know what I'm saying? They're like builders. They work with their hands. They're physical. They be putting in that work. There's not a lot of overt. There's not a lot of extra femininity in their character. You know what I'm saying? And the heavy metals from the drinking, it doesn't necessarily hamper them per se. You know, they're really able to bounce back from whatever they may be inundating themselves with. Look, shout out to my brothers in them, Royal Immortals. This would be Black Dot, KB, and SK Uraeus. In 2011, I believe, September 13th, which is the anniversary of Tupac's ascension, we shot this video in Central Park called The Return of the Secret Chiefs. And this was like my rap debut. You know what I'm saying? This is where I had all my chains on. Look, this was 2010, matter of fact. Nigga, I had more chains on, I had more jewelry on in 2010 than I do in 2022. And niggas be acting like I got jewelry from somebody else. I'm like, no, like everything else, nigga. Started this shit. Stop it. This was in 2010. I already had 30 chains on my neck, my nigga. And all of them was pieces. And my relationship with Azazel was very strong because of our relationship with my Jade. You know, his wife was my jeweler. And we had a mystical relationship, meaning that I would be on my way to go to tell her what type of jewelry I wanted. And she would already have it for me because she'd be like, you came in my dream already and told me what you wanted. You came in my dream last night and I got up this morning and made it because I knew that I was going to see you on 125th Street today. Here go your chain. I ain't even opened my mouth yet to tell her that I wanted her to make exactly what she had already given me. That was our relationship with my Jade. My Jade and Azazel were, you know, they were pillars in the Harlem community, in the esoteric occult community in particular, for the way that they represented one foot in the physical reality world, and they had another foot in to the spirit dream world. Feel me? Yes, and Mexicans, they drink mezcal shots, they drink cacao, right, for heart health, right? But they're always utilizing different drinks to eliminate any extra metals or extra estrogen in their system or any free radicals that they might acquire from heavy drinking. They're always replenishing themselves. The issue with our people is that we don't have a system of replenishment. So we're just with the abuse consistently and not replenishing and never resting and repairing, but just going all against the grain, You feel me? So yeah, this was Central Park at the Obelisk in 2010. We was violating a space all the way back then, climbing on the Obelisk, doing whatever we felt. Why not? Right? Why not? Them is our people. That Obelisk come from our home. Right? They doing us a favor just by bringing it around. So why we gotta act? You keep the act up. I ain't keeping no acts up. You know what I mean? They need to be put on notice every which way possible that the gods have returned. And I want all my shit back. You feel me? Y'all is in clear fucking violation. And you've gotten away with it so long that you've gotten pompous and forgotten that you in violation. Remind these people that they are in violation, and enough is enough is enough is enough. You feel me? You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the F up out of here with that BS that they on. At what point does it come to an end? At what point do you tell them that, nah, fam, you can't go past go no more. You got to go to jail. Feel me? you got to go back to jail. And right now they wobbling, they on the ropes. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. They on the ropes. They don't have no backup plan, nigga. It ain't King Charles, my niggas. It's not him. You could banish him. We could have been doing ceremonies for the last 7 or 8 days. His ass would have been up out of here by now already. What are we doing? We need to get that up out of here, right? Disrupt it so we can stop acting as if there's people on the planet who have some dominance over you. Ain't nobody got no dominance over you. You feel me? Ain't nobody got no dominance over you. You have to be royal in your own disposition. You have to be the king of your castle. You got to be royalty in your kingdom, in your empire, in your dominion. You feel me? So we have to be like, look, the room that we need to stretch our arms and expand as a people, you know, as a community, as family, right? We know that no European royals have anything to do with that. So once you decide in your own personal space that it's time to arrive, that it's time, you know what I'm saying, that you take flight, that it's time that you shed all of this dead weight. Scriptures say when you make a new covenant, automatically the old covenant falls to the wayside. I did a ceremony or a sermon, my 18th one. I did this one in Piedmont Park, and I named it Old Governments, New Covenants. When you in your heart, right? When you in your heart, okay? When you in your heart declare that you have made a new contract with your creator, that's called a covenant. Once you commit yourself to that contract or that covenant, right? Any other past contracts or covenants that you may have been engaged or involved with, those fall to the wayside. You have now broken that particular contract and broken that covenant, and that covenant dissipates, right? So look at your president. They're going to put old white men in front of you as leadership. Look at the king of England, quote unquote, right? This nigga's a usurper, like his mama. Born on my birthday. They think that they playing slick with the scorpion shit. So both of them, the king is a Scorpion born November 14th, and the president of this country is a Scorpion born November 20th. Right? Who has a Libra vice president born October 20th, Kamala. Then you got to go and find out what date Camille was born. And you got to really start doing the knowledge to say how they playing this thing out cosmically. What's the narrative that's being shown to me? You feel me? Because everything that you want to know, that you need to know, is being shown to you. It's right in front of you. You know, if you neglect to see it for whatever reason, that's totally on you at this point. It's totally on you. Because it's all there. It's laid out for you to see. You know what I'm saying? Crystal currency. Right? They're not talking about she took money out of nowhere. They ain't trying to get paper money back. Everything that they're speaking about in terms of theft is talking about crystals. It's talking about precious metals. Right? They're talking about precious stones, and they're evaluating them. And I keep telling the family, and I don't know why y'all fail to listen, my niggas. Crystal currency is the only currency that there is. Right? Reorientate how you look at this thing so what you look at can start to change. And your relationship with it will change at the same time. You feel me? You're caught up playing their game. And you're never going to win like that. You're never going to win playing their game. You feel me? You got to change the entire playing field. You have to change the quantum field. Right? You have to operate from a space and a place that you have already won. And can nobody consecrate or tell you that your victory has been ascertained. You got to understand that. You got to understand that. You feel me? So automatically, if you change your mindset to understanding what currency is, and you like, oh, this is about crystal currency, the next thing that your body's gonna inform you to is, all right, well, how do I get around some crystals to get some of this currency that y'all talking about, right? And when you inform yourself to make that sort of decision, then things will start operating for you. Doors will start opening for you to acquire that which you desire. But now you paper chasing. You don't chase money, nigga. Got a magnet on it for a reason, right? You don't chase money. It got a magnet on it for a reason. You magnetize money to you by being still and being intentional. This is about your heart and your mind. Not about no motherfucking piece of paper. Nigga, that shit will find you. Because money wants to be spent as a currency. They're like, you gonna move me? I want to be moved. Oh, this the one, this the guy? This that guy that's moving paper all over the place? We got something in common. He likes moving paper and I like to be moved. So, boom, relationship. Relationship. The shit is about the imaginarium. It's about this mind. You see this beautiful design, this crown, right? The crescent moon and the stars, dealing with the higher expanses of the mind, the upper and the lower. The messenger had it right all along. That's why he will be able to confident to be calling his adversary out, because this shit is not about the flesh. Once you get out of that spell, in that prison, in that minimalism, this body can't fit my spirit in it. It could only play host to my toenail, right? I'm a big stepper in my divine self. You only seeing about a toenail worth of what I got to offer to this plane of existence, because that's the only thing that can fit down here. This body can't hold this. These people are not worthy enough to be considered or called your adversaries. How, Sway? It's impossible. So for far too long, this fuck shit been going on, where these people think that they are competition to the Most High. You can't compete with Creator, but Creator has to become fully aware of him and herself in this reality. You are a fulcrum in a channel who brings down, right? Create a spirit. These people can't fuck with you. Well, they can't fuck with me. But they can't fuck with you either if you know who you are. They can only run routes and cast shadows of illusion. And then we become fearful of that which we don't know. And they got us playing this game where we scared of ourselves. These people, they're not worthy. They're not worthy. You know what I'm saying? We've been bending and bowing our backs for so long, giving these people a ride, that they actually think that they're our height. You feel me? We've been bending our backs and bowing our backs for so long to give these people a lift and a ride that they actually think that they're your height. I can never be eye level with a sky devil. So look, y'all, rest in peace to the elder. You know what I'm saying? May the ancestors be pleased with his service. My brother Azariah. I know that he want to go straight to the underworld though. So, wherever you end up, you feel me? Whatever your calling is, my brother, may you receive divine guidance wherever you are headed. Thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you have offered us. I appreciate you to the highest degree, my brother. I love you. All right? Peace, y'all. Come tap into the royal chamber, man. Bring your plates. Peace.